I have 32 years of experience, 17 and a half years recently overseeing traffic crimes, many collision investigations involving impaired driving.
As well as a doctor who is also an addiction specialist.
I think it's a good public service type of experiment because driving doing any of these things, it's going to impair the person's ability to drive safely.
I felt like it was a pretty good representation of typical traffic obstacles you'd have, but just condensed into a small course.
How am I supposed to do this high or drunk or sleep deprived or anything?
Since I was sober, I was able to do it all without hitting any cones.
I really can't imagine this being much more difficult, regardless of what substance you
Pretty sure we're all familiar with the fact that drinking and driving is not a very safe thing to do, and in fact leads to many accidents and even deaths in this country.
Oh boy.
In the United States, over 10,400 people die annually as a consequence of impaired driving. Before people go out to celebrate, we ask them to think how they're going to come back home safe.
This is a pretty dangerous video. When you're driving, it's not just you. Everyone else is on the road too.
And even if those mistakes were like small things initially, like clipping cones or clipping corners, when you're drunk and you hit something, it's a DUI. It's a $10,000 ticket and you go to jail. There's just no excuse not to take an Uber or a taxi. If there's no safe way to get to and from wherever you're partying, maybe today's not the day to party.
You drive drunk once, you do great, you have this undeserved confidence from being drunk, now you've tricked yourself into thinking that you're good to go. This scar is from a car crash that I was in when I was in 4th grade. No one was drunk. That was just a normal people driving 30 miles per hour and I almost died. Nothing about a car is a game. If used incorrectly, it's a weapon.
It's not just, here's a video, slap a Band-Aid on it, everyone's good. We individually, as people who do drink, need to examine the way that we approach our confidence and pride when we're drunk. And I think this video really helped me to change the way I approach my own drinking culture. And I think that's something I have to do in a life change.